Okay, so we're like 5 seconds away from Detroit Become Human. Well, the beginning of it, I think. Anyway, welcome to Psyche's Thoughts. My name isn't Psyche, it is Elizabeth. You're here. I'm here. We're here because I've decided that I'm going to get on here every day and share a random thought with you guys. And this thought, specifically when I'm talking about AI, I'm talking about people having relationships with AI, romantic relationships with AI, because I watched that TLC episode, and y'all know what TLC episode I'm talking about, on My Strange Addiction, and I said, wow, okay, yes. And I knew this was happening before that, but like, I think that really put a lot of things into context for me, and it had me thinking about it in a way that I want to share with you guys. So that's what we're going to do today, right? Okay. So the crazy part is, in my opinion, at least what I think, that's what this whole page is about, but I think that this was always the end goal. It was always the end goal to have people fall in love with robots. That's easy money. I feel like it's easy money. It's easy money, and we have made it a lot easier. Yes, AI hasn't just like suddenly appeared. Like it didn't just come out. It didn't just like pop into existence like 2020 or 2021, like when we was all bored from the pandemic. Like no, AI has been around for years, and I remember the earliest AI like thing of like you talk with a chatbot thing was Replica. I remember Replica coming out in 2017. And people were, it was kind of like a popular app when it first came out. And like, you would chat with the robot would try to flirt with you. I thought that was weird. The robot would try to flirt with you. It was very obvious the robot would try to flirt with you, and then it would paywall you if you like said anything remotely like weird. Anyway, but I always saw Replica as, ooh, cool pocket robot. But sometime between 2017 and now, people are really forming, like, people are in real relationships, or people believe that they are in relationships with their Replica AI robot. Okay. Yeah. So, I think that companies, what happened to make it increasingly popular or pick up the pace, is that companies realized, they finally did realize, okay, like we can make a bag. And I think companies for the last probably like 15 years honestly knew that they were going to get a bag off of AI, but they probably didn't realize how much of a bag they can make off of making people fall in love with their AI, right? Or having AI bots and stuff. So companies realize they can make a bag off AI. So what they start doing is a lot of AI usage, right? So they're taking shortcuts. They're looking for the most convenient way to, cool down their computers and have them running and da 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 da. So that's how you get the environment in the place, in the regions that they have these data centers or whatever the case may be, so bad, because they're taking shortcuts. I genuinely believe if these companies really wanted to make, I guess, AI like quote unquote eco friendly, there definitely could be a way to do it. I just feel like everybody's just lazy, and it's cheaper to use water and destroy the earth. Um, yeah. So once paper, once money, once real bread is involved in this, there is no going back. When you got people on a subscription service in a relationship, their relationship is based on a subscription service. Yeah, you're set. You're set. Um, but I also want to talk about something that I think is equally important, or I think it's really the most important thing I'm going to talk about in this video, is that society created the demand for AI chatbot relationships. We created the demand. Um, I think that we have made it very normal to replace connection with convenience. And what do I mean by when I say that? Um, yeah, we've made it very normal. Sorry, I have notes. We basically we have made it easy for AI relationships to not only be formed and increase in popularity, but they are now starting to take roots. And I feel like very soon we're going to see them be recognized as real relationships. People getting married, honey. People getting married today. People getting married. I don't. How was that? Okay. Anyway, How did we create this demand? It's not coming out of nowhere. I think that a lot of people, the demand came from a lot of people in society today genuinely not feeling safe being in love. Okay, people are afraid of real things, real tangible fears. They are afraid of being abused. They are afraid of emotional neglect. They may have some previous bad experiences that they are traumatized by, right? Um, and that makes them more hesitant to fall in love with real people because they're like, if I give a real person a chance, they have the capability to harm me. And we have kind of really, as a collective, normalized being very cruel and harsh to each other in the like romantic department. We see it as something that like is kind of like a part of life or easy to do, which is something I want to talk about eventually later on down the line. But then there's also a part of it that another incentive to AI relationships where it is like the fantasy of it all, right? Some people prefer fantasy over reality. So they're not going to go for a real person because they know real people won't be able to fulfill their fantasy. But they want the fantasy that social media feeds them or any form of media, right? Books, TV shows, movies are feeding them about what love is and is supposed to look like. And AI is the perfect response to that because it's literally designed to learn you. It's AI is designed to learn you. AI is designed to study you, to study your mannerisms, your figure of speech, your interests, what 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 you are. It's designed to study what you are, boil it down to a math or a science to get you attached, to keep you coming, to make you feel like I need this tool or I need this AI person in my life. That's what AI is being designed to do, especially these chatbots. And for a lot of people, like I said, that attachment comes through fantasy, right? So you have apps like CAI, is it? I don't know. But you have all these various apps that are marketed and they're like, oh yeah, you can talk to your crush. You can talk to your anime crush. You got a crush on Zoro. You come on our app. Yeah, you can be in a fake relationship with Zoro. You can be in a relationship with Damon Salvatore. I'm watching Vampire Diaries. You can be in a relationship with everybody, right? So now you can have your or you can build your perfect person from scratch. You know, if you're a little tech savvy or if you got bread to pay for it like some people do, you can have your dream person programmed for you. So now you instead of going out into the real world and like figuring out, you know, real people and obviously people are not perfect. You're not going to find like your quote unquote like perfect person, I guess, in every aspect. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I'm 24. But now instead of risking that, going out potentially getting your heart broken, it's at the finger. It's at your tips of finger. It's at your tips of finger. It's at your tips of finger. It's my notes. Yeah. Um yeah, and I think that we also need to talk about like the cultural pipeline that led to this in a way because this is where okay, another opinion that we can talk about another video. I have the belief that people that do the red pill content, right? The red pill man with the podcast, high value man, autumn, and the hypergamy, sorry, yeah, two sides, same coin, two sides, same level of like programming that they're trying to instill in younger minds. But that's a conversation again for another day. But why I'm bringing them up is because that I believe the next step is so obvious. The next step for red pill content creators or red pill coded people, companies, men, whatever the case may be, it's so obvious that red pill spaces are 100% going to start pushing, promoting, developing companies where they sell AI, either AI women or straight, if they're not already doing that, which I'm pretty sure some of them are, somebody gonna make enough money to develop androids with AI to sell you the perfect woman. And they've made movies about that. Right? Because, and people are gonna buy it because they're gonna want a woman that looks the way they want it to look, who doesn't have any opinions, no rejections, there's no effort into that woman. Hey, we're gonna give you the woman. If you're a high value man, we're gonna, if you want to be a high value man with a high value woman or what, I don't know how they talk. I don't know how they talk. So I don't even know why I'm gonna sit here and pretend. Anyway, they gonna start selling androids. They gonna start selling androids. It's not gonna be Android 17. No, no. It's gonna be like Stepford and Son. Stepford and Son? Is that the right reference? I don't know. I'm just a girl. Anyway, this is and then okay, this is where the hypergamy women fall off, right? Because hypergamy women are not going for that. They're never going to be the ones. They're not going to be looking for the robot men because they're looking for providers, right? And a robot can't provide for you. You're providing for the robot. Anyway, but you know who is? You know who is? Do you know who is? Do you know who is on the girl side? The book talk girlies. And I want to talk about the book talkers. I really do. But I want to talk about them in such an ass, because I really am passionate about the way that the opinion that I hold about book talk. But like, I have to really organize that. The book talk girlies are 100% going to be the ones buying the dream men. They're 100% going to be the ones buying the dream men. The girlies that listen to the boyfriend experience audio, and I mean the girlies whose whole life and branding and everything is entrenched in fantasy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They are subject number. They are client number one. And maybe client number two. They're top 3 clients on the clientele list. They are. They are. They gonna be buying the robot men. And to bring it on home, I just think that the scariest, the saddest, the most like terrifying part about all of this is not that AI exists, not that AI chat boxes exist, not that people are genuinely or like are under the belief that they are in love with these AI robots. It's that when you ask a lot of people why they're doing this, like why AI, they're telling you it's safer. It is safer than loving a real person. At the end of the day, it all boils down to people's fear. And people are so scared of love, but want something that they want so desperately. And honestly, I think we all genuinely need love. And we're made to love and be loved. But people are so terrified of getting love from other people, or they're so terrified of other people that they're running to manufactured humanity. They're running to programs. They're running to zeros and ones. I think that's the saddest part about that. And I think it says a lot about where we're going as humans and where our humanity is going for one another. We got some bad love ethic. We got some bad love ethic. We don't love each other like we should. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. You're gonna see me again in this shirt, probably like in a few, because I owe y'all 2 videos. But I just wanted to get that out. I hope that was coherent enough. I try my best to be coherent, because I feel like I just like blah, but I think that's the point of these videos, to be like blah, but I want to make sure my blah makes sense. Anyway, if you want to see more of me, you can see me here on this channel in the corner. Oh yeah, I got the corner this time, didn't I? Yes, I did. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on YouTube. I don't know why I tell y'all to follow me on YouTube. I don't know. I mean, sorry, not YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. You here, so just do it. That's what the corner's for. But follow me on Instagram. I don't be on there. I really don't be on there. You can follow me on TikTok. I'm on there. I'm more of like a spectator. I'm more of like a post and go, because it gets scary over there sometimes. But yeah. Let me know, how do you feel about AI relationships? Are you in a relationship with AI? I want to say this is a judgment-free zone, but if you say something concerning, I'm going to tell you you're concerned. You're scaring me, but yeah.